taking half off a fourth once I've selected a fifth and sixth, which can't match my first and third, none of which can be more than my ninth suit?
Exactly. That's...
Hey, I'm Cookie, and I'm an organ donor, if you know what I mean. No? Okay. Haven't I seen you two before, like on Real Housewives of Kalamazoo or something? You all take care of those screws now. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Corn! You're eating it even when you don't think you are. It's corn.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. All right, here we go.
Get ready, time to question. One.
Right off the bat, take a crack. Who's got an ass that goes on for days? Tonto, Holden Caulfield, Atticus Finch, or Sancho Panza? Player 2.
Swing and a miss.
Player 1. Sancho Panza, Don Quixote's sidekick, travels alongside him riding a donkey, a.k.a. an ass. And he rode it for a very long time. His ass just won't stop. Here's a good one. Lawns according to Jim. And watch where you step because it's time for this or that. Player 2. You seem to be behind a bit. This or that is all yours. I'm going to list off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a Jim Belushi movie or a brand of dog sanitation bag, for picking up dog poop. If it's Jim Belushi, press the X button. If it's dog poop bag, press the B button. Player 1. Try to lock in your answer before player 2, because if player 2 gets it wrong, but you get it right, you'll steal that cash. Alrighty then, here it comes. K911. Dog's best friend. Underdog. Doggy Dooley. Snow Dogs. Four Paws. Mocknet. That Blue Sheep. Belushi and those dogs had a lot of on-screen chemistry. It's like watching Hepburn and Tracy, if Hepburn were a German shepherd who comedically pooped everywhere.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
And now, Shark Twain. If Huck Finn swam the Mississippi River disguised as a shark, what would people see sticking out of the water? Huck Finn's anal fin, Huck Finn's pelvic fin, Huck Finn's caudal fin, or Huck Finn's dorsal fin? Player 1. Player 2. Ready for this? The fin on the back of a shark, as well as other fish, is called the dorsal fin. But a book about Huck Finn with a shark fin would probably take a dark turn when he's butchered and turned into expensive soup. Up next, speak softly and carry a big internet following. Which of these is not a TED Talk? The star of Cheers talking about renewable energy? The star of Fight Club talking about photosynthesis? The founder of TBS talking about nanotechnology? Or the singer of Cats? Player 2? That's a Ted Turner talk. Player 1. While Ted Turner, Ted Danson, and Ted Nugent would all give TED Talks, Edward Norton would give an Ed Talk. And if it was anything like Fight Club, he'd realize he had been giving 2 Ed Talks all along. No, spoiler alert. 5 fingers! Next up, trash stalking. So I may have pushed my interns too far this time. I sent them to get an entire city's garbage for this next question. And they've been working on it for 3 days, but it's going to be worth it.
Here's the last of it, sir.
Wow, you look awful.
I feel awful, sir.
I'm sure you do. Yeah. So, do I have to get my own coffee?
On it, sir.
Good job.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? From your trash.
So, what do we have here? We have hundreds of ticket stubs to the Anne Frank house, thousands of Amstel beer cans, and millions of red light bulbs. What city's trash is this? London's, Amsterdam's, Berlin's, or New York's? Oh, you're screwed, player one. You got 5 seconds. Amsterdam in the Netherlands is famous for its red light district, is the headquarters for Amstel Beer, and is home to the historic Anne Frank house. Yeah, this is definitely Amsterdam's trash. I mean, here's several trash bags full of weed. Oh, dude, this is bad. It's not mine. I swear I'm just holding it for a friend. Player 2, this screw does not have a happy ending. That'll bring an end to our first round. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And remember, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer to the game. Let's see what's in store. Try this on for size. I don't negotiate with vandalists. Say a criminal mastermind decides to kidnap Mount Rushmore and hold it for ransom. What's something he could chisel off of the monument and send to the cops to show that he's serious? Abraham Lincoln's ear, George Washington's left hand, Thomas Jefferson's beard, or Teddy Roosevelt's glasses? Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. On Mount Rushmore, Abe Lincoln has no visible ears, George Washington has no hands, and Thomas Jefferson certainly doesn't have a beard. But Teddy Roosevelt is wearing a pair of glasses that his captor could chisel off and send to the cops. I know, it doesn't seem that threatening, but have you ever seen Teddy Roosevelt without his glasses? He's hideous. Unfortunately, player 1, you're screwed.
Question 7. Yeah, then shake your monkey bang.
Take a stab at my humps, 2 humps, red humps, blue humps. Say the Black Eyed Peas wanted to replace lead singer will.i.am with the Dr. Seuss character Sam I Am. Under what condition might he agree to join the band? That they change their name to the Red and Blue Eyed Peas? That they change their name to the Brown Eyed Peas? That they change their name to the Green Eyed Peas? Or that they change their name to the Many Color Eyed Peas? Player 1. Player 2. Sam I Am is the green food-obsessed character from the Dr. Seuss classic Green Eggs and Ham, so he'd probably be more comfortable with the band name The Green Eyed Peas. And if you thought it was hard avoiding their music before, just wait. You can hide in a boat, with a goat, in the rain, on a train, in a box, with a fox, in a house with a mouse, here, there, anywhere, but Sam I Am will find you, and he will make you listen.
Follow me down to the sea.
May I introduce Peach on Earth? What could a peach with alopecia be called? A clementine, an apple, a nectarine, or a plum? Players 1 and 2? Can't do anything right, can you? The correct answer is alopecia is the loss of hair. Botanically speaking, nectarines and peaches are pretty much the same fruit, but nectarines don't have hair or fuzz like peaches do. So a nectarine is like a peach that suffers from alopecia. And sometimes the nectarines try to pass themselves off as peaches by drawing in some thick eyebrows, but you can tell. You can tell. Buck her up for I break for cookies. Say, do you ever paint a fortune cookie red, call it Miranda Templeton, and then make out with it in a closet? Yeah, neither do I.
Cookie fortune red, cookie fortune cookie necessary.
Alright, let's see what we got. Don't toot your own horn. Who would need to hire another musician then? Yo-Yo Ma, Scott Joplin, B.B. King, or Wynton Marsalis? Player 2? Nuh-uh. Player 1? No, Ma. You knew that was coming. This would have worked. Wynton Marsalis is a jazz musician known for playing the trumpet. Which reminds me, I still have my trumpet from middle school in here. Man, I haven't played in so long, I forgot what this thing even does. Oh my god, that's a spit valve! Ah! Ah! Here we have, I have no idea what to wipe. If the makers of Pepto-Bismol came out with a new medication to treat logorrhea, where might the label tell you to pour it? In your mouth, in your eyes, in your hair, or on your shoes? Player 1, sweet dreams. Player 2, no, you pour Pepto on your hair after a brain shart. Now pay attention. Logorrhea is incessant or compulsive talkativeness, kind of like diarrhea of the mouth. So the best place to pour the Pepto would be in your mouth. Well, let's see if this helps. I think it's working. I mean, I'm still talking. I don't really seem to be slowing down, so I'm pretty sure this isn't going to fix my problem. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. $2,000 if you're right, but you lose $2,000 if you're wrong. But keep this in mind.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Just add water. What happens when you add water? Good luck. Hey, Player 2, I got news for you. If you were trying to lose, you can't even do that well. Here's another late-breaking news item.
You don't know Jack!
Hi, I'm Cookie, and I'm on the caveman diet in that I only consume hilarious BC comic strips. two are going head-to-head, huh? Try not to hurt yourselves. Everybody's got their screws. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button, and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
The Vatican Gift Shop. Our prices are infallible. Mention the Pope and get an additional 10% off.
Sniff out our sponsors' wrong answer of the game, and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. Okay, no turning back.
Get ready, time for question. One.
Let's start with dissecting High School Musical. Where are Zac Efron's nephrons? In his brain, in his heart, in his kidneys, or in his stomach? Player 1, brain fart. Player 2, the nephrons are the basic components of your kidneys, responsible for filtering your blood and removing the waste. In other words, nephrons make pee. In fact, I have some of Zac Efron's nephrons here in this jar. No, wait. Yeah, they just turned back into Matthew Perry's nephrons after he learned how to love his wife again.
Oh, mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
This one's called The Slimmest Shady. If Eminem held a charity run in Detroit he called the M-dash on the 8 Mile, what might it look like on the poster? This symbol on the 8 Mile, this symbol on the 8 Mile, this symbol on the 8 Mile, or this symbol on the 8 Mile? Player 2, would the real stupid person please stand up? Please stand up. Player 1, an M-dash is a mark of punctuation used to indicate a break of thought and looks like this. Kind of a long hyphen. I couldn't dash for 8 miles. I tried to run a 5-mile dash once and almost ended up in a comma.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
It's time for Black Snack Moan. And it's time for my favorite treat shaped like Pac-Man.
Cookie fortune, with cookie fortune, cookie necessary.
Alrighty, let's check it out. Life begins at 30. Well, by that logic, who would never have been born? Jimi Hendrix, Marilyn Monroe, John Lennon, or Elvis Presley? Player 2? Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Player 1. Imagine no possessions, because that's what you're about to have. Oh, honestly. Rock legend Jimi Hendrix was 27 when he died. Life begins at 30, yet the only birth certificate Barack Obama can show is when he was a baby. Where's your 30-year-old birth certificate, Obama? Where is it? How about ain't no valley greasy enough? So, you know how when you go to Burger King and order the kids' meal, they give you one of those cool cardboard crowns to wear? Well, say Burger King opens a location in the Valley of the Kings. Instead of cardboard crowns, what might they start giving out with their kids' meals? Cardboard Pharaoh staffs, cardboard Pope hats, cardboard Julius Caesar masks, or cardboard Chinese Player 1, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. The Valley of the Kings is a valley on the west bank of the Nile where many of the pharaohs of ancient Egypt were buried, including King Tut. Look, I don't mind if vandals steal precious historical artifacts from the ancient pyramids, but if they remove a single patty from my BK triple stacker, then there will be hell to pay. Player 2, your screw didn't work out quite right. Coming up next, I'm Overalls It, and it's time to snap into a dis or dat. Player 2, your score could use a hand. Why don't you play this one? I'm going to list off 7 animated characters, and for each one I want you to tell me if the character usually wears overalls or doesn't wear overalls. If the character wears overalls, press the X button. If the character doesn't wear overalls, press the B button. Player 1. Select your answer before player 2, because if you get it right and player 2 gets it wrong, you get that cash. Alright, let's get started. Super Mario. Foghorn Leghorn. Happy Smurf. Eric Cartman. Roger Rabbit. Popeye. Stewie Griffin. Oh, almost perfect. He just had a baby gap in there. And I think it's high time we brought overalls back as a sensible and respected fashion choice for people other than farmers, train engineers, and Justin Bieber. That about does it for round 1. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. And lest you forget, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Let's get back to the action. And on its way, everyone here is in big trouble. Guys, if you don't get your acts together and shape up, I'm going to have to show you what's what. You hear me? You're going to find out what's what. Sorry about that. Anyway, unrelated. What's what? An interrogative pronoun, a prepositional verb, a possessive conjunction, or an indefinite article. Player 2, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. That's how you screw player 1. You want even more cash? Player 1. What, like who, whom, and which is an interrogative pronoun? You see? See what y'all made me do? You made me ask a grammar question. We're sorry. This is your fault, guys.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Next, low emission rock. If AC/DC went on a solar-powered reunion tour, what should they change their name to for the tour? AC, DC, CC, or AD? Player 2, I think you know it's coming. Player 1. Were you thinking of this one? Solar cells convert sunlight into direct current electricity, or DC, but not into alternating current electricity, or AC, which is what comes from a power plant. So only the DC part of their name would apply. AC/DC uses a lot of power, but the most energy-inefficient rock band has to be Electric Light Orchestra.
Follow me down to the sea.
Here's one for you. Crier Tuck. If Two and a Half Men actor John Cryer really couldn't stop crying, which character should he audition for in the next Alice in Wonderland movie? Dormouse, Mad Hatter, Mock Turtle, or Griffin? Player 2? Oh, the humanity! Player 1. Hey, when is a raven like a writing desk? I'll just let you ponder that for a moment while I take a bunch of your money. Watch how easy this is. Mock Turtle is a melancholy character that constantly has tears in his eyes, presumably because he believed he was once a real turtle, or that he'll be made into soup or something. If you want to know what that feels like to cry non-stop, just watch the episode of 2.5 Men where the kid graduates high school. Oh, we saw him age all those years. I call this one, whatever floats your oats. I was thinking Captain Crunch is getting pretty old to still be in the military. He should be getting pretty soggy by now. If Captain Crunch lost his crunch and got demoted to the lowest naval officer rank, what would his cereal then be called? Admiral Crunch, Ensign Crunch, Lieutenant Crunch, or Major Crunch? Player 2? Player 1. Wait for it. Wait for it. Why didn't you pick this? Ensign is the lowest officer rank, or rate, as it's called in the U.S. Navy. Hey, as long as they don't demote Count Chocula, it's fine with me. No one wants to eat a cereal called Baron Chocula. Here's one I like to call pining away. Somebody had flowers delivered to me, but it doesn't say who they're from.
They're from me, Danny.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the top?
Not me.
Thanks for the flowers, Billy. What's a special occasion?
Oh, can a guy dye his best friend send flowers for no reason?
Yeah, he can, but we're not best friends, Billy.
I broke the windshield of your dual glissator.
What?
If these flowers I gave Cookie cause him to change like the main character in Flowers for Algernon, what's gonna happen to this dunny? He'll stay a dunny, he'll start as a dunny, then end up not a dunny, he'll be a dunny, then not a dunny, then a dunny again, or he'll stay a dunny, then everyone will think he's a genius.
Player 2? What? No. Player 1.
You're a moron.
Next time, try this.
In the story Flowers for Algernon, a new serum makes a done guy snort, that then he becomes done again like this dunny.
Billy, these flowers you brought me smell like you dipped them in raw sewage.
Really? That's strange. I guess I just didn't notice what with me not having a scent of smell.
But you did dip them in raw sewage.
Yeah.
Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues... Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Don't quote me on that. What movies are these famous quotes from? Good luck. Takes it! Well, player 1, you ended up with more cash than player 2, but since both of you ended up below 0, you owe me money. I'll accept checks or money orders made out to...
You don't know Jack!
I'm Cookie Masterson, and these muffins are to die for. So, are you two ready for some down and dirty trivia, or would you just rather mud wrestle? There's your hardware. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Mother Trucker, truck store for women, For a limited time, try our belly slimming seat belts and get a new floral mud flap for half price.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. Okay, let's begin.
Get ready, time for question. 1.
To get started, bridge over fire water. If Captain Morgan only played games related to rum, what card game might he play? Bridge, canasta, Texas Hold'em, or 52-card pickup? Player 1. Huh? Want to see the right answer? Canasta is a form of rum or rummy, so Captain Morgan would play canasta. But never a gin rummy. It's a conflict of interest. Player 2, you've got a mess to pick up. Just don't forget the junk dangling under your pickup. Because you just won a pair of truck ovaries from Mother Trucker, truck store for women. No one will mess with you when they see these beauties hanging from your hitch. This wrong answer of the game has netted you an extra $4,000. Congratulations. Open wide for Perfect Cut Neil Diamond. And it's a dis or dat. Player 1, we gotta get you back in the game. Take a run at this dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's the title of a Neil Diamond album or a piece of evidence used in the O.J. Simpson murder trial. If it's an album by Neil Diamond, press the X button. If it's connected to O.J. Simpson, press the B button. Player 2, lock in your answer before player 1, because if player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, you steal the cash. Okay, we're off. Crumpled sock. Velvet gloves and spit. Taproot manuscript. Bloody footprint. Stones. Leather glove. Pears. If the trivia doesn't fit, you should probably just quit. And while the evidence against him is damning, I still believe O.J. Simpson was hilarious in The Naked Gun.
Dance with me, disco free.
Coming up, stop staring.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
Tell you what, don't screw this up, and there's a little extra cash in it for you. Put these buildings in order from the one with the fewest stairs to the one with the most. Eiffel Tower, Empire State Building, Seattle Space Needle. Empire State Building, Space Needle, Eiffel Tower, Space Needle, Eiffel Tower, Empire State Building, Eiffel Tower, Space Needle, Empire State Building, or Space Needle, Empire State Building, Eiffel Tower. Goodness, player 1, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to give me an answer. Honest mistake. Player 2, you handle that screw very well. Grab a few more bucks, why don't you? Player 2. Where's that confounded right answer? The Space Needle has 848 steps, the Eiffel Tower has 1,665, and the Empire State Building has a whopping 1,860 steps. And I won't be visiting any of them because I'm a firm believer if you climb steps, there better be a water slide at the top. Why not try Midnight in the Olive Garden of Good and Evil? Have you ever noticed that the sign for Olive Garden doesn't have any olives on it? It does have a different food, though. Considering what food does appear on the Olive Garden sign, the sign maker probably heard the boss yell, "You idiot! It's Olive Garden, not Cheese Garden, Grape Garden, Pasta Garden, or Breadstick Garden." Players 1 and 2, dough. Smart people choose this. Olive Garden signs have a bunch of grapes on them. They use grapes to give customers the feeling of eating al fresco in an Italian garden in a mall parking lot. 5 fingers! Let's try a leg up. I don't want to brag, but I have some pretty shapely calf muscles. Yep, I like to wear shorts around the office to show off my tanned golden calves.
Put some pants on!
He's just jealous. Say, who else wouldn't like my golden calves? Noah, Adam, Cain, or Moses? Player 2.
Whoa, whoa!
Player 1. Oh, I really wish you were able to get that one right. A little Bible joke. One right answer coming up. When Moses came down from Mount Sinai, he found his people worshiping a golden calf, the animal, not a leg, which he quickly destroyed. But even with the power of God, you wouldn't be able to destroy my golden calves. They're solid as a rock. Ow, 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 overtanned. That'll wrap up round 1. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And I want to see some screwing. You're being too nice. Say hello to. That just krills me. You know what I hate? When cartoons are factually inaccurate. Take SpongeBob SquarePants, for example. Sponges do not live in pineapples, they are not friends with starfish, and what pants they do wear are most certainly not square. Oh, and another thing. The evil genius Plankton from SpongeBob SquarePants would be more accurately named what? Plinko, Plankter, Plank, or Gary? Players 1 and 2. Plankton is a collection of floating organisms, while one of those organisms is referred to as a plankter. Oh, but let's not give our children the truth. No, let's feed them lies so they'll all grow up to trust us. Unbelievable.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Here's one I like to call Great Michael Scott's. Which Steve Carell movie would an eschatologist probably be the most interested in? 40-Year-Old Virgin, Anchorman, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, or Get Smart? The screw is in you, player 2. 5 seconds to make a choice. No. Player 1, your screw worked out. Let's see if you can make this really hurt. Player 1. An eschatologist is a theologist interested in the events leading up to the apocalypse or the end of the world. Which reminds me, guys, that goat carcass in the office fridge was for a blood ritual I need to do to stop the end of days from happening this weekend. And it was clearly labeled, so whoever ate it, not cool.
Follow me down to the sea.
I call this one, I love trashy ladies. Breathe it in. Yes, breathe it in.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? From your trash.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of actual garbage in here. I'm going to go through it and see what we got. Let's see. There's a bunch of arrows. Yikes, a cold bone. And what I can only imagine is a threatening note card that reads, I beat Meryl. Whose terrifying trash is this? Selena Gomez's, Jennifer Lawrence's, Emma Watson's, or Kat Dennings's? Player 2. Oh, the perks of being a numbskull. Player 1. Jennifer Lawrence plays the skilled archer Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games movies, was nominated for an Oscar for Winter's Bone, and when she did win an Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook, famously said, I beat Meryl. So, I guess this trash isn't as scary as I first thought. It all makes sense. The bone was probably for research and, oh wait. No, there's a lot of human skulls in here. A lot of human skulls. May I introduce Universary Dinner? If the first man to suggest that Earth revolved around the sun, Galileo, had illustrated his idea using food from his own country, what would he have used? Spaghetti for the orbits, meatball for the sun, shoestring fries for the orbits, brie cheese for the sun, sauerkraut for the orbits, bratwurst for the sun, or churros? Player 2, what were you thinking there? Player 1, oh, delicious, but wrong. Here's what a right answer looks like. Galileo was Italian. Little known fact, he opened the first Olive Garden in a small parking lot in Pisa. Let's try tuning you out. I am absolutely awful at remembering song lyrics. Give me a hand. Buy me some peanuts and the treat that has Sugar Bear for a mascot. The treat that has the Dutch Boy for a mascot. The treat that has Jeffrey Giraffe for a mascot. Or the treat that has Sailor Jack for a mascot. Player 1. Wait, you want me to buy you an entire Toys R Us franchise? Greedy. That's just greedy. Player 2. Cracker Jack. That's it. Cracker Jack has Sailor Jack for a mascot. Also known in some countries as Disappointing Temporary Tattoo Prize Jack. Step right up to the Jack attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. Oh, do you need to be somewhere? My mistake. Here's your clue. King of My Nightmares. What Stephen King novel is this? Good luck. Player 2, I'm not exactly sure how you won that game because from the looks of your score, you played blindfolded. But I do know this.
You don't know Jack!
Piddle paddle.
That's right. Hey guys, what you playing?